Well, hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to MineMogul. Things are moving along nicely. We have a basic setup, we're getting through some quests, but this obviously can't be the final setup because we have resources all over the map. We are going to go and find some of those resources today, find some good locations, and we're going to decentralize things a little bit. Right now I'm doing everything in one place, but that's also limiting my ability to output a lot of material. So I am thinking that this would be a great place to do iron, and this is probably where the iron is going to be set up. I just need to change things up a little bit over here, just to make sure that we're getting all the resources, because we will need to put plates through. Currently all the plates are being turned into pipes over here, quite slowly by the looks of things, but it's happening. Yep, there we go, there's a pipe. So we will need extra plate production, possibly. We'll also need the ingots to go through, because right now all the ingots are being turned into rods. So this is not an ideal setup because it's not automated, and it's also doing multiple products, so I can refine this. What I might do is actually make this like a multi-level setup and make sure that what we're bringing in from the other areas is only what we need. For example, if we make pipes on the other side, we're actually reducing the number of ingots that we have to bring through, because one ingot makes one plate, but the pipe maker takes 2 plates. So that would be it would be a good thing to make plates over on the other side, but we still need to send ingots to make all the other stuff. Anyway, that's something that I'm going to put lots of thought into and get this whole place nicely set up and a little bit cleaner. Right now it's not too bad, but I do have lots of junk lying around still. I have to clean that up. Anyway, lots to do. Let's get stuck in. So while this is all working, we are working towards getting the Master of Rods quest and the Enter the Pipe World quest complete. We'll be getting a whole bunch of research tickets for that. We're also getting cash in, which is all going to help, because if we have a look at our research, this one I've kind of been ignoring because there's a 100,000 price tag on it, but getting the bigger deposit box, I'm pretty sure that's going to be very useful. But let's start walking around. I'm going to first go and look at the copper area. We will have copper production happening in this room. I think this room is way big enough for what we need, and we already have a belt going through that we could send all the products, and we could send them all on one belt and then split out the ingots on the other side when we need to process them into different materials. Now I could do all the processing here and just send a single belt through and drop everything into the box, but I don't know, maybe that's an option. So just make everything over on this side. It doesn't increase the amount of stuff we have on the belts. Although some of the items, like the plates, for example, do have a little bit of trouble on these belts. I'll have to test that out. Anyway, so we have this really big room. There are copper deposits all over the place. We'll focus mainly on copper. Wait, I don't have a miner here, do I? Okay, we've got a spot here. Let me go get a miner so I can see what we can expect. So, auto miner, there we go, purchase, and we'll pick that up. Good, we've got it. Alright, so we are going around the back, over this way, and where was that spot? It was up here, right? Yeah, there it is. So this is going to give iron ore. Well, no, not really useful. I need more copper. And what is that? That's coal and crushed coal. Nope, not useful. So it doesn't look like we're going to find a lot more copper around this place, are we? There's a spot up top. Let's see, what is that going to give us? That's iron ore again. Okay. And we have another spot down there, and I think that is coal as well. Yeah. Right, well, we're pretty limited on the copper around here. We have to look around and see if we can find more and ship it in. Oh, wait, there were 3 spots up here. Hold on. We got iron ore, and iron. So this is all iron. Huh. Maybe iron and copper processing, because we're getting 94% iron ore and crushed iron, so there's no coal. And then this one's giving us iron ore, crushed iron, and the gems. And this one's giving us some iron ore and coal. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can use these to make the slag products that we need eventually. Okay, so that's fine. We're going to go look over in this direction. We've got this big hole. Let's have a look. There are items down there. Oh dear. Can I get out of here? Yeah, it looks like there's rocks I can jump onto over on this side. Yeah, no problem. Okay, what do we got here? This is copper, 92%. Oh, good. Well, actually, with the crushed copper, that takes it up to almost 100% copper. So this is a very good one. Right, I'll remember that. There's nothing else down in this hole. Okay. Then there is coal over here. There's more good copper over here with gems. This is a very good copper one as well. Okay, so there is more copper. I'll just have to take it up and get it up into that room. Still haven't quite figured out how to get out of here without putting up scaffolding. Okay, looks like I'm putting up some scaffolding. There we go, and I'm out. Okay, what have we here? Oh, wait, there must be another plunger somewhere. Oh, here it is. Well, gosh, okay. Walked right past it. So let's do that. And now that is clear, and we've got a room over here. And I think this takes us into our gold area. Does it? Or is this a completely new area? What do we have here? Got stuff in a box. Might be useful one day. Oh, and this brings us out to... Yep, this is our gold area. So if we head back this way, past this little hole, the skylight, and we go through here, this is... Yeah, that just opens up that hole, and it gives us better access. All right, well, that's great. Let's cross the bridge. And this is where it took us. Okay, so that's where this copper is. And we got the plunger. There's no copper up here. No mining spots on this platform. But there is this nice, clean-looking route that we can take right through there over the little railway lines. And that's like dead straight. If we turn this way and we go out here, where does this take us? Is this a dead-end room? It looks like it. I do have some lights, so let's pop a light in here. Ooh, there's a place for a couple of miners in here. They could feed out. Let's see what these miners give us. That's iron ore, and that's iron ore. All right. Okay, so this is another source of iron ore. Good. So yeah, from this top area, which now I have to go all the way around because I jumped down. All right, so this is where we were. We blew through. That line goes straight on. There's the turnoff. I suppose we could go that way, but it's not as nice as having a dead straight line that goes all the way through this way and back out. I'm just following these railway lines. Man, oh wow, this is a fairly nice space as well, and there's a big hole down there. Anything we can do down there? Nope, no mining opportunities. There's more iron over here, iron there, coal. Okay, so going back past this big hole and head through. Now I am completely lost. I have no idea where I am. But yes, okay, well, we could feed it through, and here's our gold. And there's a nice line that we could run on or next to. So now I really just need to find a good space that we can do the gold refining. So I'm going to head past where we put our last gold mine, the very big one. Go down this way. And that is where we're doing our copper. And if we go down this side, there's a bit of a space over here. Oh, right. I know where I am. I know exactly where I am. So I'm going to have to jump up here again, go over the bridge again, and then turn this way. Just a random diamond lying here, and then go down there, and in this direction right here, this is where my gold is. So I could bring the gold through out. Wait, is there a route back this way? Yes, this is the kind of straight line. Yep, that's the gold. This line takes us all the way back through into this area here, which could be a big enough space. Let's put a light down in here. I mean, it might be a big enough space to do the coal processing, but damn, there's all of this stuff. And this is all the iron ore and coal. Well, there's a big hole that we could do something in. I'm not going to jump down there because I don't feel like building scaffolding to get out. But I don't see any opportunities to do anything down here. There's some piles of rocks. Yeah, not sure. Not sure at all. Maybe I can just use this space because there's iron and coal here. Use this to make the slag stuff that we need. We're still going to have to feed it through. Yeah, it's not as simple as you might think. You got to do a little bit of thinking. So my gold, there isn't really a good place with a very high ceiling to do my setup so it may have to be set up a little differently, so it won't be compact. That's a bit of a problem because we also don't have big all areas over here. Yeah, but we're pretty close to the copper area. So maybe we can do something here because this room is quite large. Not very high. I don't think we're going to be able to do the setup that I have on the other side in here. But we do have a lot of space. But yeah, I do think it's better to send the ingots and potentially pipes through. Because obviously if we send the ingots, we're already using, I don't know how much crushed ore is in an ingot, but it's a fair bit. So rather have the ingots coming through than the crushed ore. It'll give us more capacity on the belts. So this place may need to be reworked, and I could bring in more from the other coal deposits that I found. Sorry, the other copper deposits that I found, which are over that way. And somewhere down here, yeah, there. So it's a bit of a belt, but we get copper there, and this is a really good one. One of these is really good. That's really good. So that copper, that's coal we don't really need. That's a big copper one. So we've got two big copper deposits here. And they're not going to bring coal through. So we could probably set up a separate coal area completely. And that would avoid us having bits of coal on our belts. Yeah, okay, well, suppose we have things running. Let's set up the copper area a little bit. So I already have these two copper mines set up and they are working. I'm not going to interfere with them now. That's doing almost 100% copper. This one is doing almost the same. A lot of copper. Wow. And, yeah, easily handle 4 copper mines. And then we could use this belt and do a bit of rerouting on the other side eventually to bring all the copper products around. And maybe even share it, if there's capacity on the belt, share it with the gold, which we can also do in this area, but like maybe over here, because the gold isn't too far away. It's like around the corner here somewhere. I would just have to reroute this conveyor belt, reverse them, and have all that gold come through. And we'll find much better gold deposits. Like, maybe this is a gold deposit that we could use? Not really. That's too much coal there. No, that's also too much coal. I'm sure we'll find more. Anyway, yeah, now that we've seen what there is, and I walked around, I think I've got most of the areas covered. Let's see how we are doing. Oh, we finished a quest. One of them. I think that was the Master of Pipes that we finished. Let's go and have a look at that quest. No, it wasn't Master of Pipes, it was the World of Pipes, so that's the one we finished. And we got 2 research tickets from that, awesome. Master of Pipes, yeah, let's activate that one since we are doing pipes. And we'll just need to keep an eye on it and change them up as needed. We're doing the iron ones at the moment. Super. In terms of research, well, I have 144,000 now. I want the bigger box. So before I do that, let's look at the box that we have, and then we'll hop in here, and now that we're looking at it, we can hop into the research and do that one and unlock research, and look at that. We got a much bigger box now. Oh, and it's nicely done, so it doesn't interfere. Oh, very nice. Ah, all that works much better. Very, very good. And everything is going up to the surface. Right, fantastic. Now, you would be tempted to kind of idle at this point, because things are being made, and you just need to change a couple of sorters to change what you're making. But no, that's not how we work here. So, for example, we could do some more research. Let's go and have a look at what we've got available. We've got the dev test stuff. That's going to do resource scanner, roller conveyor corner. Oh, there's a roller conveyor corner. Well, now I'm quite keen. Yeah, packages objects into boxes. That's interesting, and there's a chest for storing items. Doesn't look like it uses a conveyor though. It's just a box. Well, we only have 1 ticket available. I could do that, but I'm not going to do that right now. I think I'm going to get this hopper side finished. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll get the splitter chute, and then we'll figure out how that works eventually. Cool. Now, I don't really want to stop copper production. Now, let's go and start setting up our copper stuff over on that side. And I just need to restock myself, I think. Before I do that, let me see what I have. Okay, I've got lots of the roller belts. I have, what is the ore analyzer? You know what? I'm going to drop that. And I'm not really using it. I haven't found a use for it yet. So I'm going to move that and just stash it over here. Just for now. We also don't really need the hopper, I don't think. So I'm going to drop that as well. Oh, that's quite, it is very large. We've got chutes. I don't have a top or bottom chute. So after I've moved this out of the way and just grab my lamp, which has now fallen down over here. Come on. Ah, darn it. It's still stuck down there. Right, crouch. Ah, there we go. Good. See if I can position this on the table without it falling over. Yep, it's leaning, but that's good. Right, let's go do some shopping. Conveyors, I will probably get more of those. Another 20. I got 93. That will disappear quickly. I'll get myself some more corners. Get some of those sloped conveyors. Conveyor ledges. I think I got a couple. T-junctions, not really interested in those. I would rather get the T2 splitter and merger. Yeah. I'll grab 10 of those and 10 of those. A roller routing conveyor. A roller conveyor with a toggleable direction. Ah, okay. Interesting. But that's still locked, so I can't get it anyway. I think I'm going to get myself some more sorter basket lids and sorter conveyors. So that's it for that. I'll get myself... I don't know if I'm going to use the chutes. I think my problem is more going up than coming down. So I'll get myself a couple of top and a couple of bottom. Oh, there's angled ones as well. Well, that might be useful. And there's a top angled chute. Let's get one of those. The splitter chutes, I think I'm going to get a couple of those. Maybe that'll be useful. Yeah, I'll get a couple of angled ones as well. Machines, I am most likely going to need another miner. I'll need a bunch of ore crushers. Let's see, how many have I got? 5. Yeah, that'll do for now. I'll get 5 blast furnaces as well. Polishing machines, a couple. Rolling mill, yes. Get 2 of those. Rod extruder, I don't think I'm going to get right now. The pipe roller, I'm going to get one of those. And then eventually we're going to have to figure out how the rapid auto miner works. This cannot produce gems. Oh, actually that's a benefit a bit. But still, I don't like the idea that it's not automated. You have to go every 10 minutes or whatever and replace the drill bits. That's not gelling with me. Okay, that's fine. We're going to purchase all of that. That will fill up the lift. And now I just have to pick it all up. It's so much stuff. Oh, I'm full. Wait, is that right? Well, there's a thing. I might drop the chutes off. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them. So I have this area over here that I can drop things on. Tell you what, if I put that there and I move my light onto this platform and then I put that the wrong way around. Oh well. Yeah, put that there. You know, no, it can't be the wrong way around. That's gonna suck. Okay, we put the light there. Break that one down and put that in there. Good, good. Now I'll have a place to drop off things that I'm not using. So, drop, and I'm just going to drop all the chutes, because I don't see myself using them a heck of a lot. Oh dear, that one fell down. And I'm going to drop off the cannon conveyor and the target. Drop that and that. Alright, and now I have space for things. Good. And I can pick up the rest of these, and there were some chutes in here as well. So, back over here, it was these, the top chutes. I feel like I didn't get any... Oh, there's more chute stuff. Okay, I'm going to rearrange my things a little bit better so I can see what's going on. Let's take the lamps out. We'll move this over. Put a corner... Put that over there. That's all the regular stuff. Merging... Straight merge conveyor. That's the splitter tier 2. Alright, I'm not going to keep those on me. Yeah, did I not buy any extra platforms? Anything that... fell out? Oh, okay. I thought I bought more scaffolding. Alright, well, let's go and buy some more scaffolding. We'll get ramps because we are very low on ramps, so let's get 10 of those and maybe just 10 more of those. So yeah, that's fine. And those are in my inventory. So I've only got 2 miners, but that's okay. Don't need any more than that. My sorters are there. My crushers, my blast furnaces. And we'll put in the conveyor belt bits over this side. And the lamps over there. Probably, maybe I'll buy more lamps. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to... I don't know. I don't need to be carrying the signs. Polishing stations, rolling mills, and the pipe roller. Alright, that looks pretty neat. Wait, did I just finish a quest? I got 3 research tickets available. Heck, missed something. Alright, well, Master of Pipes is in progress. What else have we got down here? Expert Plater. Yeah, that's going to conflict with my pipes, so I'm not going to do that now. Polished gold. Well, we need to do gold pipes, but polished gold. I don't need rods right now. So I think what I might do here, yeah, I think I'm going to take this out and just put it straight in to there. So yeah, that'll do the gold. Oh, actually, I didn't select that one. So this one, we need 40 polished gold. We'll activate that. We'll get 2 research tickets, and that will just happen naturally. Then I can come and put the rod maker back in. All right, well, that's underway. It's happening, and we have 3 tickets. Go have a look at our research. Well, we could unlock the rapid auto miner, the hatch. Maybe we unlock this. We start doing this routing conveyor side of things. Got the roller router, or the roller routing conveyor. And there's the robot arm grabber. That's a work in progress. We might get there to try that. Okay, I haven't decided. I'll get back to it. There's nothing here that is absolutely critical for me right now. I have everything on me that I think I need, so yeah, let's head over to our copper area. So this is the place, and we have conveyors in the way. Now I could start the process from these lines and bring the copper from over on this side, the good copper that I found, through here and tie it into this line to then drop in. Okay, this sign's going to have to go. I mean, it was nice and all, but yeah, you got to go. And then we'll have sorters, maybe over here. Yes, I think that's what I'm going to do. But that means stopping the copper from going through that way. Okay, well, let's plan for the sorters. So we would have the sorters up over there on basically that level. So let's get ramps up. Oh, wrong. And last one, and this should be the right height. I'll put those in like that. And how close am I? Yeah, I might be a little too close. That's okay. Oh, no. These things that move at the last minute. Alright, so this is where the sorters would come in. And because we're only doing the gems and the copper, there's no coal coming through from any of the ones that I'm going to pull through from here. So there is the possibility of coal, and maybe I'll leave an option for that later. This one is doing emeralds and copper. This one over here is doing emeralds and copper. The other 2 on the other side are also doing just gems and copper. So there was that one down this way, and where the heck is it? It's down in this little hole over here. That's going to be interesting. Let's get the miner on the spot, see where it points. Okay, so it's pointing out in that direction. So this one is doing emeralds and copper. Now I could crush the copper ore here, but then we're going to have a whole lot of bits that's going to overwhelm the sorters when it eventually gets there. But that is, let's just have a look at where we are. This would come through. It may have to go through here somewhere. Well, I see a gap. There's my belt. If I can bring that through and then just hook it up that way. Let me just see if there isn't anything down here. There's nothing down here. Oh wait, there's. Oh wow. That's another good spot. It's fun. Oh, there's another one over there. Ooh, look at that. There's more good copper and more. Oh my. So I have potentially a massive amount of copper I can bring through. Okay, I didn't notice these at the bottom for some reason. Couldn't really see them, but yeah, they're there. And this will need to be put onto like a single belt and taken up, joined with that one over on that side, which can come through over the top of this. All right, well, it can be done. Going to be a bit of a windy series of belts coming up here, but man, we've got plenty copper. What is this? Is this something we can break? It looks a little out of place. No, it doesn't look like it. So yeah, there are 3 more very, very strong copper mines down here. Oh wait, that's 4. Sorry, 4 more copper mines. And they're all really good. That's like 99% copper. That's 99 point something percent copper. That's the same. That's the same. And lots of emeralds. There's a bit of diamond. Not a lot. Okay, cool. We're going to have lots of emeralds. Oh, wow. This hole is going to be fun to work in. I think I need a light in here. So let's pop that in and we'll drop a light over here. Maybe one at the back, somewhere over there, out of the way. Oh, the hole is lit. Good. Let's get out of here. So that's 5 really strong copper mines. Man, and we've got another 2 on the other side. I hope our sorters will be able to deal with all of that. Oh, this one I need to switch off, otherwise it's just going to create a pile. There we go, that's off. Good, and then we'll wind it up and we'll bring it through that gap to tie in with the other 2 from that side. There was another one up here, right? Or was this something else? Oh gosh, it's another good one. Maybe I don't need to bring all of those. Well, I suppose, I mean, we can scale up. Oh, and it looks like I finished another quest, so that's, oh gosh, 5 tickets available. I don't know. Let's look in this direction. Heavy conveyor blocker. I'm not sure why I would want to block things. If they're running, it's just going to end up creating a mess. But I do like this roller routing conveyor. But I also am quite keen on this roller conveyor corner. It's a 2x2. May not work as intended though. It would be a good experiment to do. But I think I can get by without it. The rest of the stuff, I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure about them. So maybe this is not something we're going to do right now. We'll get to that. Not one of the important things. Yeah, I'm going to just save my tickets. Let's see what quests we can do. Expert plater. That is available. We are busy doing that one. All of these are available. We'll get to those because the numbers start getting big over here. That's 500 of each, 500. This is where we need the separate setups. Yeah, okay. So this plater thing, copper and gold plate. Actually, that we could do. Let's activate that quest and we're going to head back to the original area and we're going to put a plating machine down where we were just rolling the ingots through for the gold and the copper right here. Oh, that could just do good. So where's our... That's the rolling mill. I hope I've got enough space for it. Rotate that. Put that in there. I'm going to need some of this. And if we put that in there, there is our first copper plate. Oh, we have a couple of things over here that we can chuck in. So let's grab what we can. Oh, those are stuck. And I ended up picking up something I didn't want to pick up. Another reason to clean things up. All right, well, those are stuck there and they're going to live there forever. Unless I am very fast, which I am not. Okay, come on. Why can I not pick you up? Good lord. Oh, and I just missed it. Blast. All right, well, that's fine. We'll just shove all of those in. That one I will sort out eventually. All right, well, that quest is underway. We'll get to the copper pipe and the gold pipe later. Good, back to where we were. Okay, so the sorters will be over here at this level. They will pop out at this level. So they would be set up, yeah, something like that. They will come out. Yeah, there will be a join in over here. Then over here, I'll bring the sorter in there, and that means that the crusher will come in lower, about there. So that means that I'll have to put a platform down just over here. I will put a couple down. Probably won't need them all. And if I've got the height right, then this will... Oh, maybe I haven't got the height right. No, I have got the height right. I'm sure I got the height right. So that would go like that. You know, I could actually have this a little higher. All right, let's do that then. So we'll take all of these out, get that platform and go one higher. Go there and there. Okay, come back to the top. And we would put the crusher in right over... I think we'll give it a little bit of space. Why am I not able to put that? Oh, wait, I am. There it is. Let's go and see what the height looks like. The height looks good. The height looks very good. That means that if we bring in the sorter conveyor, it will be at that height. Yep. Okay. So this might be a little high to get stuff into the sorter. No, it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, we may have to rework things later. Anyway, I'm going to need conveyors under here, so I need to take these platforms out. So we'll take that out, and then this will drop. But now I don't know if I can drop it straight into the smelter. Let's see. I put the smelter on the ground. Oh, it works. So, let's put this over here and here. Wait, I don't need two. Why am I putting two in? I actually don't need two crushers either. Or maybe I do. I don't know. We are going to get a lot of copper coming through. You know, I could actually just... let's put this platform back in over here and there. I could put these sorters in without worrying too much. I'll just won't put a filter on them yet. So everything will just pass straight through. That would go rotate like that, and then next to it, come on, let me do it. I have to duck and jump onto the belt at the same time that I'm ducking. Come on, let me get that spot there. Okay, that should still push everything straight through because there's no filters actually set. It'll be challenging to get items into those baskets, but I think it's doable. Let's preempt and choose the lids, rotate that there and that there. Yeah, it's going to be tough, but I think we can do it because I will be able to put in a platform over here. I don't need two because basically we're getting copper and crushed copper and then the gems. And the gems can come straight out, go into a polisher and rejoin the line. Yeah, I think it'll be good. And if I'm going to put a gem polisher thing in here, then I should have a little bit more platform over this side. Okay. So basically all the processing will happen down here, somewhere in amongst all of this craziness, which will be made here. We'll make pipes, and then they'll go back and they'll just rejoin that line, and that line will be the main line from the copper area, and it will take things where they need to go out on that side. Right, that also means that I'm going to need to, I think, use this T-junction conveyor and remove that. Get the T-junction conveyor. Oh, it's going to give me trouble. Come on, let me put it in. Oh, it keeps moving me there. That will need to rotate and switch to Rooney. And, oh, jeez. Yeah, the pieces of ore keep knocking me off the belt. Come on, just a little back. Oh, man. I think I have it. There. Okay. So all of this will carry on working, and now I can extend that belt in that direction to go and pick up all the other copper that's coming in. But I'm not going to connect it all the way because that will definitely overwhelm my system. So let's get some straight belts going, and they are pretty high up. May need to do a bit of playing around with them. We are trying to squeeze it through here, so we'll bring that back, and yeah, we're going to do some trial and error stuff here. So this will probably be about there. That'll go in and rotate that. Okay. And now we are approaching the big hole. And for the most part, this is out of the way now. And then I'm going to have to start dropping. Actually, I should have started dropping already. So yeah, I'm going to have to take a few pieces out and we'll start dropping from here. So that goes in and that goes in and that's there. Okay, so the one mine is over there and the others are all down in this hole. I'm going to drop it some more. And I'm just working off the bridge that was here. I'll bring it down to there, and then I'll have a flat bit there. Ooh, I nearly fell off the edge. Oh, I did fall off the edge. Bummer. Now for the long track out of the hole to get up to the top. Well, not really. Let's do this. I need to clear out a bit of ore here. What is that? It is... oh, it's one of those mushrooms. So this, I think we can immediately ramp up. And it's very, very difficult to tie these things in when you are standing on them and looking up. Because every time you turn it and you try and bring it back, it switches around. Yep, gonna need some scaffolding. Yep, it just will not go from this side. And if I jump... oh, I almost got it. The idea was there. Wait, what the heck did I just do? Yeah, I put a whole bunch in. Don't know how that happened. But now, if I go from here and I jump and I time it right... nope, I got it wrong. Oh, no, I got it right that time. Look at that. Okay, so there's a way to do this. Just need to get under it and, like, hits it as soon as you jump, and that's the level. And that's done, and I can bring this across. And I'm not sure what this junction is going to be yet. Let's just make sure that I've got all of this right. Yep, this is all good, huh? Look at that. So, I'm going to have to put 4 miners down in this hole and then wangle a conveyor belt up through here. Gosh, it's going to be a lot of copper. Holy cow. I'll be doing the iron first, but my iron area is currently occupied. Although there might be other iron areas that are pretty rich with iron. So I might use them. Okay, let's put a platform in and just stretch it over to the bridge. Oh, damn. All right, well, I have to do this from the other side. But now I'm going to be getting in my way. Oh, it doesn't like to connect there anyway, so, yep. We'll just connect it there. There'll be a bit of a gap, but I can jump it, so no problem. And this was too high anyway. I need to go just under the belt. Like, down, there. That's too low. Is it too low? No, that's the right height. And that actually might help me. Right, there, and then I can... Oh, wait, oh, actually, I could ramp up. I don't think the ramp's going to want to connect. But heck, we can try. So let's put that in there. And it's going to say, what? Rotate. Come on, let me put you in. Oh, it does. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so we can come down here, and when we figure out exactly how we're going to do this, we can just tie those 4 into this line. That's great. And then just remind myself what this one is. This is coal. I mean, I could maybe do coal. I mean, that's a lot of coal. But there's also a chance of diamond. Don't know. This is... Oh, this is another copper. Okay, well, that's going to be fairly easy to tie in. We can tie it in up there. And what have I got here? Oh, another one. Oh my gosh, there's so much. There is so much. Maybe I should leave the bottom ones for last. Use them as a top-up. Problem is, I want to do all of it. Hold on, there's another one up here. Oh, that's more. Oh, but that's got lots of coal ore. Okay. Let's expand some platforms. I'm going to go back this way and then head out over to this side and then ramp down. Oh, here we go again. Jump from this side and bring this down, and this is going to interfere with the mine. Well, not really. The output is on this side, and I don't need to go to ground level. Alternatively, I'll take this one out. Platform here, that doesn't interfere with the mine, does it? No, I can still put the miner in. It's green. And then ramp down over here, but then I'm going to block myself. Anyway, it won't let me do that. That's okay. This is fairly complicated getting all the belts sorted out. Not too difficult. We'll get that in. So we got potentially like 7 really good copper mines down this side. We may not even need the ones from the other side. I might be just overdoing it a little bit. And maybe what I will do is change how this works. Since we have so much coming in, we may need 2 of these sorters. Yeah, more work. More thought. I have an area over here that I can still work in. And that comes over from this side. Yeah, but that might be from my gold. My gold can come in here. I'll have to move some ramps out. It doesn't need to be here anymore. These were just here as a temporary thing to get me up in the early days. And I could elevate this slot. Will I be able to bring a second belt through here? If I bring it next to this one, I can come through and bring it down here. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I think I'm going to reposition this. So I'm going to have a sorter on that side and a sorter on this side to pull out the copper. And then let them both feed the gems back into this line that can just carry on going that way. And I'll do the ingots, I'll polish the ingots, then I'll put one ingot line straight back into this belt, and I'll put a pipe maker, which means we'll be needing the rolling mill as well, down at the bottom. Yeah, plans are changing a little. Let's go and see what it looks like from the bottom. Can I get stuff over the back of this? Yep, I can. So, one over here, coming down, that'll bring ingots into this area that I can make the rolling mill, make the pipes. Okay, I'll polish first, make the rolling mill, make the pipes, and then bring that belt around, tie it into the ingot belt that will be coming in over here somewhere. Yep, over there. Yeah, I think that's what I think I'll do that. That looks like I can do it. Let's see how things fit together over here. My only problem here is, will the pipes work very nicely on the regular belts? Because if they don't, then there's no point in doing what I'm about to do. I'm going to try and grab a pipe, and I'm going to throw it onto a line just to see how this operates. Does it handle the bends? So we'll put it down over here and see how that runs. It looks like it's okay. I mean, it wiggles around a little around the bends, but otherwise it seems to be alright. Okay, so let's take that off before it jams things up. And we'll just toss that in here. So yeah, I can use the... I don't know how it's going to operate on the slopes though. Or maybe I should test that first. They're not going to roll down the slopes or something. So let's pop one on this belt. Oh, that seems fine. If I turn it again, come on, let me turn you. No, it seems to be fine. Yep, it straightens itself up on these belts. Good. So we don't have to worry about putting a roller belt or roller conveyor through from the other side. We can bring the pipes through normally. That is very, very good news. And that means I'm going to bring a sorter down from here. I can break this. Yep, that's good. Pop a sorter in. Oh my gosh, the ceiling is too low. Damn. Bugger. Might have to do it from further back, like over here. Yeah, that is doable. So let's chop a piece out there and get our sorter in. Perfect, just like that. Drop that into a crusher. So let's put the platform down, and I think, yeah, maybe that's about the right height. So a crusher right in there. And yes, it can come out to the side, just like that. And then we can grab the smelter, and that can be placed on the ground, and that will bring ingots out. Good. Then that needs to feed into the roller. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a little fun. So rolling mill, rotate that around, put that there. Aha. And yes, this is where the fun starts, because I need one of these, and it feeds differently. And the flippin' conveyor things are in the way. I would want to flip that around. Damn, how do you mirror this? Can you not mirror this? Oh, crap. You can't mirror this. Okay, well, rotate it and put it in over here, and then we're going to have to get one of these roller things. Oh, actually, is that going to work? I'm going to turn that around. Goes in there. And then one of these to feed that out. Oh, wow, I hope that works. Anyway, we have the pipe output over here now. So we should be able to feed that through somewhere over here and back into that main line. Although, I would have preferred it if we had polished them first. I don't think it's going to matter too much which way around we do it for this. So we can just pop that straight in there and just hope it doesn't get stuck. Actually, no, I'm not going to do it this way. We have to take all of this out again because I want to put the polisher right over here. And then the rolling mill. And then we grab this to bring it straight up onto a belt. That belt then needs to be placed over here. And then the rolling mill, and rotate that. That'll work. Cool. And everything still works. And then I can bring regular belts through this way. And those will be already polished pipes coming through. And that can come through over there and then go back in somewhere and tie back in. Great. That means I don't need all of this. So we'll take these two down and remove that basket and that basket. We'll get rid of these crushers because this basket is going to go in somewhere around here. Not the basket, the sorter conveyor. So we'll wreck that out and put one of these in like that. Good. And take this platform out. We're going to have to extend this platform without building ourselves in. Then drop the crusher on this level right there. And then I can remove this platform and I can put the furnace in down at ground level over here. I think that is the correct position. It is, and then this can tie into this. So, let's, oh, I need to get rid of that piece of coal over there. Okay, that's done. This belt goes straight through there, and I can't get through anywhere right now. Oh, there we go. This can go in there, and then we're going to need a merger. So the straight merger conveyor, that can come in there. Oh, very good. One piece of belt to connect that into there. That will be ingots. That will be pipes. The ingots we can send through, and that can make plates and rods on that side. This platform is going to need to be relocated. So that out of there. Just going to take all of this down, since the stuff at the top is basically done, except I still need to take those two out. I think let's put up a light over on this side. We need some more light over here. Okay, so like that. And maybe another one over here. Yep, just like that. And not forgetting, I have iron ore up here, iron ore up here. Oh, holy cow. Almost feel like I need a balance or something, because I'd like to split a little bit of the... There's going to be so much copper ore coming up this line, and a lot less coming from that side. I don't think it matters. It should be fine. Unless I find another good copper deposit in this area. That's coal, so that's not going to work. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Staying with the trend of not putting a bend directly after another bend, unless it's going up a spiral. We'll do this, and then bend this that way, and then head up. And I can maybe head up this way if I can get the bends to work over, gosh, over here, there, and no, wait, why is this going down? This shouldn't be going down. Wrong way. Try that again. Right there and there. Bend, rotate that way, and now we need to come up, I think, two more. So we put that in there, and then, yep, basically just need to get this one in over there. And then this bend, rotate that way, and put that one in, and then we'll have a merger. Do I have any more of those mergers? I do. So I'll be able to put the polisher over here, because those will be emeralds and diamonds on both of those baskets. These two baskets I can remove. But for now, we're going to take that one out, and we're going to throw one of these in. Oh, come on, let me get it in. Damn. Oh, it's so close, but it will not just let me put that damn thing in. All right, we'll go from this side and rotate like that. There we go. Okay, so we've got most of it set up. I am going to need to remove these two and then replace them with a belt and a belt. Actually, I should have replaced them with the polisher. Oh, wait, did I polish? Ah, darn it. I didn't polish the ingots. Well, I have to move this whole thing one over, I think. Give me a sec, I'll be right with you. And with that, it is sorted. So the ingots will come out here, they'll get polished, and then they'll head up this ramp, they'll go onto the main belt and head through. Cool. Alright, and now I can, if I have another polisher, which I don't. Okay, I'm gonna go head back and get another one. Yeah, I figured, what the heck. I just got like 4 of them. Right, back into the copper mines, hop up here, and this is where it's gonna happen. I do not know if I should put it in. Is the ore gonna mess it up? No, we won't know until we try, I suppose. Damn it, I forgot to pick up the flippin' rollers. Oh, it's crazy. You'd think after all this time I would remember to actually pick up what I buy. Yep, there it is. Get all excited and run off without them. Alright, so this is gonna be for the rotate it. This is gonna be for the gems. Oh, come on, let me build it, please. There. No, it won't let me build it. Why? Do I need another platform? Jeez, I'm just making a flippin' mess now. Okay, put that down over there, and then try again. Yeah, there we go. Silly, now I can remove the platform. In fact, both of them. Look at all that stuff that's dropped to the ground, and there's some gems, which is very useful because I'm going to need to filter those. So I'll leave that all there. So everything's happening as it should. The thing is, I think the roller is dirty now. So it's going to take a little bit of time to clean itself once all of this goes through, and yeah, we'll get the gems sorted out. Now I might need to just stop the copper miners over on this side. So let's do that. Turn that off and turn that off. We'll wait for all of this copper to come through. I'm going to load those baskets with some gems very quickly. So that one, ooh, it's not so easy. Oh, I need to crouch. Oh, and I dropped it. Where the... Oh, I dropped it in the frickin' crusher. All right, let's try not to hover over the crusher. And... oh, it won't go. It will not go in. Come on, dude. Oh, almost had it. Almost. Come on. There we go. That's in. And I'm going to put a lid on this one. I'm going to put it in like that. It doesn't look good. And we can toggle it and it closes. I don't actually want it to close yet because I need to get a diamond in there. Although, oh man, hang on a second. I got this all wrong. The gems are supposed to pass through. It's not the gems that go in there. It's got to be the copper and the crushed copper. Alright, well now I have to try and get that flippin' gem out of there. You know what, it may actually just be easier to break this down and rebuild it. Yeah, there we go. So there's a piece of crushed copper. And I'll try and get that up to the top. No. Oh, come on. Alright, well I dropped that piece of copper on the belt and then I couldn't pick it up. But now will I be able to get this in? That is the question. Come on. In. You're almost there. Come on, keep going. Keep going. There. That's in. Okay. Now the crushed one, and I don't have any crushed ones. Not readily available anyway. So we'll chuck one into a crusher. So let's drop... Oh, that's... Oh, darn. It goes... Okay, I'm going to lose my frickin' mind. Hold on. I'm sure I can find a piece of crushed stuff somewhere. Maybe. Maybe not. You know what? I'm just going to build a crusher so that I can do this in a controlled way. And there. I got 2 pieces, so double my chances. Yep, I definitely need to get platforms sorted out to go up to the top. But for now, we'll get around there eventually. Okay, up onto the belt. And then a little bit further. And that is in. Superb. Now I can put this lid on. Ooh, I just got bounced off the belt. And then interact with this and toggle. Good. That is now fixed. So all the copper and the crushed copper will come through and go into this lot. Fine. Good. I just need to do that on the other side. Oh, look, there's some crushed copper. So first, let's get up here and grab that diamond and go and stash it somewhere safe, like over here. And we'll pick up that piece of crushed copper. Up. And, no, don't you dare. That is in. Now a piece of normal copper, which should be easy enough. If I crouch, yep, there we go. Up there, and drop that in. Good, that's done. Okay, and then we'll put a lid on this one. Rotate it that way, and... oh, wait, that's the wrong one. There, toggle. Good. So, the copper and crushed copper will come through. The gems will carry on because I don't think there's anything else coming through from there other than maybe emeralds and diamonds. They will carry on straight through here. They will go through that. Let's connect this belt up right there. Those will merge. They will go through a polishing and they are ready to then send onto the line and be joined by the pipes and the ingots that will be cleaned. Head up here and go through that way. So that means I'm going to need to divert this line away from where it currently is going. I have a couple of sorters because we still need the copper ingots to make other things. In fact, we can just divert the copper ingots. The pipes are an end product and the polished gems are an end product, so I only need one sorter to come off. Yeah, that should be fine. So let's bring it. Where should we bring it through? I think we could probably dip under this line over here. So let's pull it through from there. This will then change. So this will get deleted and become a corner. Like that. Okay, that's working. And then a corner over here. I need to do better with my platforms, with my scaffolding. Okay, so that's coming out. And I'll run it alongside this one for now. So we'll have this rotated that way. Flat belts going through there. So that is bringing goods And yes, I will have to drop it. So we'll carry this belt on to about there. Yep. And then we'll put the down belt, Q, rotate, put it there. There's no possible way through there. Well, maybe. I mean, you're not gonna know unless you try. Ooh, it's gonna get busy through here. Huh, it is actually possible. Wow, that's messy. But, you know, it's okay. Then we can bring this to here, and I'm gonna give it its own off-ramp. So we'll bring it to there because we got the bigger drop-off point now. Put that in, more straight pieces. Bring that to there and there and there. See if I can hop on here. I can. And much further. One more. Oh, look, you can stack the belts. That's not bad. Anyway, this one doesn't need to be here. And this can do a drop-off. Okay, well, that's not too bad. So somewhere over here, I need to divert the copper ingots, or at least some of the copper ingots, down to make the copper plates and the copper rods. But that's a problem for another time. Right now, I want to get those copper pipes going. Oh, and we can already start doing the gold pipes. So let's head down, and we're going to switch things out over here. So toggle this open. We are going to pull the gold out and drop that off. And then I'm going to need the iron. Missed it. Drag that up and put that in to this basket. And close it. And now we should be getting copper plates into, yeah, copper pipes. I mean, not copper, gold. Gold plates, gold pipes. And we've started on the gold. And if we go and switch a few miners on, or a couple of them at least, over on that side, I think I need to buy some more. So I'll pick up, I don't know, 4 more. And we can shoot up and go over to that area. I think everything is ready over here. Gosh, I really do hope it is. Yeah, I think everything is ready here. So, yeah, no reason why I shouldn't be switching things on. So let's do that. No, actually, no. I'm going to build those other miners and connect them in before I do this. I'm just going to do 2 on the other side for now. They're already almost done, so it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, this one is in. The other one... Where's the other one? I was going to do one down here, right? Or up here. Which one was good? Oh no, there was nothing up here. Miner in... Okay, yeah, there was nothing up here. And there was one down here that was 92, 99%. This was ore, coal ore. So this is the one I'm going to have to put in. That means I need to remove platforms. So let's get rid of those. Wait. Yeah, just turn this off for a sec. This one I'm immediately going to ramp up. So that goes in there, and that is about the right level. Cool. And if I do a bend over there, rotate it that way, straight bit. Now, I could just tie it in over here, but I figure I'm going to go around the corner and put that bend over there. I really do need more light over here. The straight merge conveyor should be the right one for here. But that, no, it's not. It's the other merge. And of course I don't have any of those. No, wait, it is a straight merge. Is it? Oh, I need to go a little bit further. Because that would rotate and flip like that. Yeah, that's right. I just didn't have this extended as far as it should have been. So that will go there, that will go there. This will go over here, and then a couple more straight bits will connect us into that line. That means that these 2 miners can switch on. And I'm all out of lights. This place is very dark, but that's fine. I'll switch on in the meantime. So, turn on, and then go down here and turn on that one. We'll run up here, and we'll go along to the other side and turn those 2 on as well. So, we're on the other side. Turn on. I hope I turned both of those on, because now I feel like I might have turned one of them off. Turn on. Okay, stuff coming out of there. Double check the other side. Yep. You can't really see it too well. Let's get my lantern out. Yep, there you go. Both of them are working. So, that should mean we should start seeing some action here pretty soon. Yep, there's our first one. Now I'm going to follow the pipe because I want to make sure that it gets to where it needs to go. But that wasn't an issue. Coming around the corner, there's this support. Is that in the way? It isn't. Good. Okay, now that double polishing wasn't really necessary here, but I needed to get the ingots polished. Right, we're still following this guy, and we are getting ingots. Lovely. So that's going through. There shouldn't be any issues until it gets to about that bend area there. So let's just keep an eye on it. Seems to follow the belts very well. Okay, so that's going... Will it get under that belt? It is going under. Yes, good. So I need to hop up on this side and go and have a look. And it's going all the way through. I think that's going to work, folks. Now, the ingots that are falling in here, well, some of them will have to go in. There's the pipe. No problem. Go straight in. I could use chutes to make it a little bit cleaner, but nah, what the heck. It's fine. Got the next pipe coming through. Hey, we're making copper pipes. And the copper pipes are working from the copper area. And that is where I'm going to leave this one. If you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on this. Now that I've decentralized the copper and I can do a whole lot more copper stuff, I'll be doing that with the gold. It'll be a bit more challenging because I don't really have space to work. I'm going to have to bring the gold out. But I can also scale up the copper quite a bit. And eventually I will clean this area up. And this area will be dedicated a little bit more to the iron. But we have 7 research tickets and we'll figure out where we're going to spend them next time. And have a look at some of the other tools. There might be something good that I've been missing. And I think with the way this is all put together, we can actually neaten this up quite a lot. We're on our way to completing Master of Pipes. But thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, cheers!